Welcome back to episode 12 of Tech Headlines Today, the daily podcast that brings you all the top tech headlines in an easy listening podcast. Go ahead and subscribe or follow, and let's get into it. Apple AR/VR headset release date, pricing, design, and feature rumors. Rumors suggest that Apple has been working on VR headsets, AR headsets, and AR glasses over a number of years. Apple's AR/VR development team is made up of over 1,000 employees and has acquired several companies that develop AR and VR tech. Apple is working on multiple headset prototypes, including augmented reality and virtual reality. A full-fledged pair of augmented reality glasses, tentatively dubbed Apple Glass by leaker John Prosser, is expected in the not-so-distant future. Apple has planned to announce the product at WWDC 2022, but issues with overheating, cameras, and software have delayed the announcement. Bloomberg suggests that Apple's VR headset may cost $500 per unit to manufacture, and The Information suggests that the headset could cost as much as $3,000. Astra's first rocket launch from Florida goes awry. Astra has launched its first rocket from Florida's Space Coast, but unfortunately the payloads didn't make it to orbit. NASA's 4 CubeSats were not delivered to their target destination after Astra's rocket encountered an issue. Astra, a company focused on mass-producing small rockets, has had a problem during its launch webcast. The upper stage appeared to be tumbling out of control before it cut out. Astra's first commercial launch failed in August, after which it managed to successfully launch a payload into orbit in November. U.S. lawmakers introduce bipartisan bill to address social media addiction. U.S. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Cynthia Lummis have introduced a bill to study whether social media platforms like Facebook or Twitter could be used to address problems of social media addiction. The Federal Trade Commission would create rules based on the findings and hold the platforms accountable if they do not comply, the release said. Klobuchar said in a statement, "For too long, tech companies have said, 'Trust us, we've got this.' But we know that social media platforms have repeatedly put profits over people, with algorithms pushing dangerous content that hooks users and spreads misinformation. This bill will help address these practices." Oculus Quest 2 support document hints at upcoming body tracking. A support document image, since removed, showed a toggle for body tracking. Body tracking may be in the works for the Oculus 2 VR headset. In a document outlining how to get the Quest 2 headset up for a tracked physical keyboard through the Unity game engine, a supporting image showed a toggle for body tracking, Upload VR reports. The image also distinguished between body tracking and hand tracking, the latter of which both the original Quest and Quest 2 headsets have supported for some time. Meta declined to comment for Upload VR on how the Quest 2 might achieve body tracking. Other solutions already exist, such as the Xbox Kinect camera system and a prototype wristband. Meta's upcoming VR headset, Project Cambria, is likely to have body tracking and may use the Quest 2's camera to track a wearer's body through a mirror. Indiegogo will designate legit crowdfunders with a trusted, proven badge. Indiegogo has a trust problem. It's something that the company is keenly aware of. For years, the platform has been viewed by many as the destination for those campaigns that didn't make it through the initial Kickstarter vetting process. The platform is making changes to help backers make more informed decisions with a new trust-proven badge. Over the last 10 years, Indiegogo has hosted thousands of successful campaigns, and now they want backers to be aware of these campaigns. Indiegogo says that it is going to start awarding badges based on the track record of its most active campaigners, based on fulfillment, campaign management, and positive feedback from its backers. Apple seemingly leaks Reality OS platform. It's just Rumor OS for now, though. Apple reportedly leaked the existence of a new platform called Reality OS. Ars Technica reported that references to Reality OS started to appear on App Store upload logs in January. The company is also said to have referenced the platform in code uploaded to GitHub earlier this week. It stands to reason that Apple would give the operating system used by this VR or AR headset its own name. That's been true of iPadOS, watchOS, and tvOS, all of which are based on iOS. It's hard to believe Apple would suddenly abandon this naming convention for this device. Californian college attacked with ransomware. Data belonging to a California community college has been compromised in a sophisticated cyber attack. Threat actors struck the Olone Community College District network in Fremont on January 20th, 2022, disrupting access to certain files. School officials said the private information of some staff, faculty, and current and former students was compromised. Social security numbers, dates of birth, driver's license numbers, U.S. alien registration numbers, medical information, and bank account details were among the information potentially compromised during the attack. Since falling prey to the cyber attack, OCCD has taken action to improve its cybersecurity. 104 CryptoPunk NFTs to be auctioned for millions at Sotheby's. Sotheby's, one of the largest art brokers in the world, is set to hold a historic auction later this month, the sale of 104 CryptoPunk NFTs. This single lot sale is expected to amass around 20 to 30 million and has the highest valued estimate for an NFT or digital art ever offered at auction. The event, called Punk It, will be held at the Sotheby's Auction House in New York on February 23rd. It will also be available to watch live for viewers around the world. Since the creation of the characters, their value has skyrocketed. In 2021, Sotheby's sold a single CryptoPunk for $11.8 million. Currently, the lowest priced punk available costs 67.4 Ethereum, or around $216,000. Raspberry Pi OS installations can now be performed over the internet. You don't need another computer to copy the operating system to a micro SD card anymore. Setting up a Raspberry Pi with an operating system no longer requires the use of another computer, thanks to a new network bootloader. The Raspberry Pi single-board computers run an OS from a micro SD card, but before you can use your Pi, you need to transfer the OS to the card. This is typically done through using another computer and the Raspberry Pi imager. But what if you don't have access to another computer? Even if you do, it's an extra step and a hassle to perform. So the clever developers at Raspberry Pi HQ came up with a solution. A beta version of the Raspberry Pi network bootloader allows a quote network install feature to be used instead. Artificial intelligence recovers phase data from electron microscopes. With resolution 1,000 times greater than a light microscope, electron microscopes are exceptionally good at imaging materials and detailing their properties. Researchers at the U.S. Department of Energy's Argonne National Laboratory are demonstrating that advanced software developments in an artificial intelligence framework can push their performance even further. Along with creating magnified images, electron microscopy techniques also capture information about material properties, such as magnetization and electrostatic potential, which is the energy needed to move a charge against an electric field. The information is stored in a property of the electron wave known as phase. Phase describes the location or timing of a point within a wave cycle, such as the point where a wave reaches its peak. Retrieving phase data, however, is a decades-old problem for scientists. Information such as magnetization and electric potentials is carried by the phase of the electron wave and is lost during the image acquisition process. To allow scientists to access such data, the Argonne researchers proposed leveraging tools built to train deep neural networks, a form of artificial intelligence that mimics the human brain and requires training algorithms. With training data, the Argonne research team demonstrated a way to recover phase information, as well as essential information about their electron microscope, including spatial resolution, accuracy, and sensitivity of the microscopy. The AI-enabled analysis of higher resolution images, a process known as reverse mode automatic differentiation, determines atomic positions to infer physical properties about the materials. Researchers recover tiny shifts in phase and, in turn, receive information about small changes in magnetization and electrostatic potential, all without requiring costly hardware upgrades. And that's a wrap for this episode of Tech Headlines Today. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you on Monday.